Introducing.
Soldier Boy Dre.
Oh, we made it.
Turn me up just a little bit in the headphone. Worldwide. International.
Nigga, we made it. Hey, we made it. Nigga, we made it. Hey, damn, we made it. Nigga, we made it. Hey, we made it. Hey, nigga, we made it. Hey, we made it.
Yeah. She said she working for Walgreens, but not in the store at the head. Can't front on the kid anymore, man. They know what my name is. And if by chance she don't know who I am, she just know that I'm famous. We made it. Yeah. If they with me, just know that they with it and bout it. If I said it, I meant it. There's no way around it. OVO reps up and P
Damn, I never was supposed to have shit. Now my
live
life is
lavish.
lavish. Every night fucking a bad bitch. Nigga, we made it. Copping a Lambo cash. The Bentley 2 times I crashed.
Kids.
Nigga, we made it. Look at them niggas' faces. Them niggas they hate. I look a nigga in the faces. Nigga, we made it.
Alright, man, this intro is way too long, bro. Alright, I'm just gonna start. That song is way too long. That's a 6-minute song to start off the day. Alright, let's take a look at GJ here. Go on Google. Cool. Alright, bro, I'm ready for today, guys. How about you? I don't know about me. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready. I'm up. Yo, I'm in college. I have no sound. Can someone say if you buy or sell it? Man, if you have no sound, you'll see, man. You have eyes. You can see if I enter a trade or not, man. No worries. Ooh, okay. What do you got here? Go on live chat. Refresh chat. Make sure I get all the messages. What up, Bobby? What's going on, man? Alright, let's go look here. What do you got? So yesterday, like, man, I was praying that if when I woke up, that GJ would have came down. Would have made that bottom wick by now, but this is probably gonna bother me for the rest of the day. But if you take a look at GJ here, this daily kind of has no bottom wick. If you take a look where it closed, I was kind of expecting us to continue up to fill the wick, obviously, right? Obviously, it pretty much came up to fill the wick, but what I kind of wanted was for us to kind of come down, make a bottom wick first, and then eventually create that top to go up like this, right? Because I'm expecting us to continue up to this level, these levels here, right? But since it has no bottom wick, this candle at any time can easily just flip back bearish here and then become a bearish candle, and this could be the high because we are out of resistance that we did tap, right? So this could easily come back down to maybe the support down here. So obviously day candles are pretty bullish, right? Weekly still bullish, but I think that's the issue with today's day candle. But we are tapping this resistance. I was hoping we can probably come down here and make support around these levels on a smaller time frame, and it can eventually pop back up here to fill a wick. But that's not what GG did, right? So I think let's see what we have today. Let's take a look here. We did tap a resistance, right? This is like a fake out to me. We did tap a resistance. Pretty much coming back in the range. I do expect this to continue down here until probably these levels right here, or around these levels. Because if you take a look at this, this is your resistance that we did tap, right? And then now price coming back in the range, most likely gonna come down to the support. Let's see how the support reacts here. We didn't break the day highs yet, so that's something we didn't do yet. We're currently at some minor support right here. Very at minor support level right here. So let's see how price reacts here, because this is a minor on the daily. I mean on the 4-hour time frame. Very minor support on the 4-hour time frame. Take a look at the 4-hour time frame. Look, take us all the way across, right? Obviously, this is the bottom of the 4-hour range here. Yeah, if I were to delete this, it'll be much more clear. You have a support right here on the 4-hour, resistance here on the 4-hour as well. So at this area, depending on how price reacts at this level, because if price were to break the support, we're probably gonna come down to this level down here, which is gonna be the bottom of the range, right? So let's see how price reacts here. But if price respects this level, we should be able to push up. But by looking at this, I don't think it's gonna respect it, because this is like a fake out. Whereas you have a range here, and we pretty much broke out the range last night during London, and now we're coming back in the range. We're probably gonna come down all the way to support. 135, 361 should be in top here. So, yeah. The T in 30 minute, yeah, it looks clean. Yeah, I think sells below here would be clean for GJ. Sells below there probably coming down to the bottom of the range here. I think these would be the sells I'll look for today if I were to sell. Pretty much from try and catch sells from pretty much below the support coming down to the support. That would be my sells. So What's going on, guys? Why is Zoom so quiet today? Cause you made it. Yo, how you guys like the Slack better way? I think Slack's much better, man. I'm getting used to it. Let me send the links. I didn't even send the links to there, guys. Man, it's late. Hope, but everyone's doing well. Man's is late, man. You're pretty early. Oh, yeah, you can't late actually. Class started at 6:30. You're about 9 minutes late. I have to send you to a attendance office here.
Yo.
Yo, what's going on? I might have to send you to a attendance office to get a late slip here. Rude word. What's the reason you were late today, sir?
It's a badass.
Let's take a look at gold here. Gold should be headed towards 1990. I mean 1900 today. Most likely it will be. This is just clean, man. I don't see why not. I don't see why not. Right? Makes perfect sense. So performance support here on the 4-hour time frame. This is your 4-hour support level right here. Small time frame forming some type of support here. So yeah, I believe this is a level that we can probably, I think buys would be in this scenario. Wait for buys above this resistance for gold. If we need a break above there for us to go up, that'd be clean buys for us. I think yeah. Formed some type of support here last night during London.
I may have missed it at the beginning, but your bias for the day is what?
Probably sells below here. Below 135, 361. And then probably buys looking at, I'm more bullish than bearish, but like daily has no bond wick, right? So kind of want to see what price reacts here, because it's right there resistance. So I'm thinking if this candle starts to flip bearish, I'm probably gonna come down to create that bond wick, which is these sells I'm gonna take down here. And then buys will probably be above this resistance, probably buys 136. Some minor resistance here. So above here probably. But until we get you break into the range, let's see what happens. Let's see. We have formed some type of resistance on 15 as well. If you look at the forward range in general, it's kind of where we're at right now. The top of the forward range is going to be like around like right here. Sick. I'll figure out that when I get when price starts to break these levels, but until then, let's just focus on these levels right here. In your opinion, is the high time probability for bullish candles to have a bond wick? No, the reason why, no, it has nothing really to do with that, with the probability of the candle going up or down. It's just when a candle has no bond wick, means that, for example, this candle in particular, when this candle had no bond wick to this bullish candle, it means that when this candle opened up, it went straight up. Man, you mean that this at any time could easily mean a liquidity wick for price to drive back down, to go back bearish, because when it kind of opened up, it came straight up. There's no bond wick being created, so once it kind of flips, high chance this candle's gonna be looking like this after, and this could probably be a liquidity wick for price to go back down, right? So what I wanted last night during London was I wanted this one bond wick to be formed, right? So that we can look like this. So I had a feeling, I had a very high probability we're gonna probably fill a wick today, but I wanted a bond wick first to be created, a low liquidity wick, whatever you want to call it, to be created for us to go up. But we didn't get that lower wick. Can I get the bathroom pass? No, you gotta wait 10 minutes. speech each 3 hours. Is there a speech? 10 a.m. 3 hours is like 10 a.m. 9:30. My brother's small gonna deal. Yeah, probably a small wick due to TradingView not being able to catch on because this is a third-party software. But like I actually make an actual wick though, like an actual wick where like a decent like liquidity wick coming down to the support at least, you know. So it's we're obviously gonna see it. But yeah, a low wick, you know, it's so there's still no range to go down. Pretty sure my MT5 has a wick too. Let's take a look. In my MT5 does have a bottom wick, but that's only because a decent one too. That's only because the traders domain servers open up like reset at 8 and not around 6. They reset at 8 p.m.
Yo, morning. Yeah, on my daily on MetaTrader. Also, I don't have bottom wick. I use IC markets.
IC markets? Yeah, because
Yeah.
IC markets they'll line up perfectly with this broker, where it opens up at 6. So, I mean, at 5 is a new daily candle. It's when it starts. So, because my new daily candle starts at 8, right? So there's a bottom wick, but in this scenario, not. So we'll see what happens here. But it does make sense for sells below here because that's a very heavy support. But I do expect it to continue down here. I'm trying to look for sells entries here. Let's come back in the range here. That'll be clean. I can wait for this hourly kind of close here. See where it closes here. And probably gonna attempt sells coming down to fill the range here. And then more down below here. And that's the play.
I was looking for like the hourly to respect that support and then continue up.
That would make sense as well. But I don't know, looking at this hourly, man. I think it's a fake out, man. Look at the forward as well. See. Forward didn't break the lows yet, right? So it's close, but yeah. This hourly kind of probably has to be able to close below for it to come down. If it closes above, then we could be able to respect it. If at 15-30 minutes it's close bullish, and then you look for buys going back up, but I don't know, looking at this 1 hour structure, it's a fake out. Yeah, this support needs to hold for us to go up. Let's see, we have like what, 12 minutes left? We chilling, we vibing. Okay, let's put buys above here.
Don.
Yep.
You seem to have a couple of questions on support and resistance. One question, how do you determine support and resistance? Another one was just basically mentioning the range.
However, how do you spot strong support resistance key level? Okay, so it's pretty simple. You're gonna need you're gonna need a line and you need a box. Alright, let's go to like a random point. Let's go to like maybe, let's go on US30 for example. Since I didn't mark it up, yeah, let's refresh the start. Let's go to like, you know, let's go September 1st at like I don't know, a 3 AM opening. London opening. Alright. Okay, let's go here. This is a random spot that I picked. So in this scenario, this whole range here, pretty much you're gonna have, okay, never mind. Let's go back there. So if you look at an hourly time frame here, this is the hourly time frame. Look for like your average levels or prices bouncing off of certain levels, right? So for example, if you look to if you scan left to right here, you'll notice that we have rejection here, rejection here, rejection here, rejection here. Yeah, this is a logical support level. So you're gonna take a line, you're gonna draw it all the way across like this. and that would be your support level, right? Because price has been bouncing off this level multiple times. The bodies have never closed above this level or below when price would have respect these levels, right? We've been getting like rejections every time it came down, right? This wick came all the way down but still closed above, meaning these sells weren't valid, right? So and then your resistance in this case would probably be amount of resistance, maybe like right here, average rejection, 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 right? So again, take a line, you're gonna draw it all the way across like this, and then that'll be your resistance in this sense, right? So what happened in this range here? From here to here, if you're looking at price on this day, what would you know? This is just a range, right? We're bouncing up and down, up and down. So what happened when we actually broke out of resistance and candle started to close above resistance? We started to push up. Look left where it's clean traffic, the next resistance, right? So that's probably gonna be around these levels. So right there, right? Moderate level. Take a line, draw it all the way across. If I were to take buys this day, my buys would have been probably entries right here, and target would have been right here at that resistance. And that's how you mark up support and resistance. Cool, you got that? Pretty simple, nothing too complicated. Kind of like, not, you know, it's pretty simple. Takes some time, but we see 136 and 135 through 91 is in that range. Yeah, but 391. Yeah, it's like a big range you have here. But as price is coming back in the range, I'm anticipating that we're going to come down to fill the range here. So I'm looking for sells below here. And below here too. So try to get nice entries. I'm trying to get early entries here actually, and try and get maybe leave a runner down here maybe. See how things goes here. But this is a decent support you have here on the 15-30 minute. Decent. You know, a lot of people will say this is a stop hunt because the resistance is here and price pretty much came way above it, and people would have been like, oh, this came to stop us out, and it came back down here. There's different ways to view it, I guess. I guess so. Yes. Donnie, you have a haircut or what? Looking fresh today, bro. This is it's not no fresh haircut, man. This is me waking up.
You look like an anime character.
This is me waking up, man.
Or no, yesterday you did.
This is me waking up.
I'm not used to seeing you without a hat.
Cause my hair is like annoying. It's fine. I'll live with it. I'll live with it, you know?
I can see you with that flow. With the Jesus cut.
Jesus cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of trades are missing because they're still in the Discord.
You put the link in Discord, though. I mean, you put the link in Slack.
Yeah, I didn't put the link in Discord because I want them to kind of read the message like, oh, where's the stream? Oh, it's in Slack today? Okay, let me go to Slack. Because buys today? Yeah, buys would probably be if this support holds here and we break above these ranges. I think those would be valid buys. I believe that would be pretty clean. But this support here needs to hold. And the 1 hour needs to close above. Sells look nicer below here.
I think we gotta close below 135, 740 to take sells.
Yep.
740 or 754?
740 for me.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking at 700. It's all the same area anyways.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone con liquidity grab or stop hunt before? Well, if you consider this a liquidity grab, no, because I know how to manage my stops. You know, like we manage our stops, usually previous candles, depending on what case. Like for example, last night during Asian, we took what happened here during Asian last night? So we took I think a sell right here, right? I think it was when on 15-minute time from somewhere. Let's take a look. Where's our sell during Asian? It was like over here, around I think here somewhere, and we at 10 pips we kind of closed half here, right? But we realized that the 1 hour candle had no bottom wick here, right? So we at this point we were like, okay, it has no bottom wick, probably let it run or go, because it was just a running position, so I didn't really care about it. But usually if I wasn't 10 pips in profit and I seen a no bottom wick here, I would have probably closed the full position with no bottom wick. And what happened later was the price came all the way back up, right? So in this case, you could either put your stops down here, you could move your stops down. So we just kind of like magic trades accordingly, and we really don't get caught in those type of quick wicks or quick wows, whatever you want to call them. Like if I were to wait for a closure above the range here, above this resistance, my entry would have been here, right? Entry would have been here on that candle opening. But as price started to come up and break these highs, I would have moved my stops to this current candle low at the time. For example, this candle low could have been like this maybe. And we always do it on stream too. This candle low could have been like this. It would have came up, and the low would have been created right here or something. Or maybe right there, right? So we would have moved our stops to pretty much this low to avoid all this. Because we understood that there was a low being created here, and the price would have come down and break that current low, would have came back down. So we would have avoided this easily. But yeah, it's all about just managing your trade accordingly. That will probably avoid those. Yo, Slack is much cleaner, man. Am I not wrong? The only issue with Slack is that there's only one channel where I can put announcements in, which is weird, but that's the only thing I see from Discord that's different. Morning, boys. How are you? What's going on, man? Ready to catch some pips for us? Catch some pips today? Ooh. Dun, 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 dun. Nice range to go up here. Some resistance here on 30-minute here. Let's see. Some minor resistance here on gold. Not bad. These are nice buys above here. Nice little 65 pip range. Or nice like 47 pip. The thing with gold, if I get back to trading gold again, is I'm probably gonna have to adjust to the lot sizes. Adjust to my lot sizes, because these stops are bigger, much bigger than usual. Minimum too. So like this, for example, let's say there's a 4 pip stop here.
Stops are hella big.
Probably gonna have to like put like a way smarter lot, but that's fine. You gotta use this gold, right? You can't do much about it. If you want to trade it, you just gotta adjust. Ooh, looks like the alley's gonna close above here. 15's at the close bullish, 30 minutes and closes bullish at support here. Let's see what happens here.
Respecting a lot.
Yeah. It's respecting this level. See what happens here, man. Come on, put my iPad to the left side of my. It's fine. I'm gonna get a webcam soon.
Oh fuck! I don't want it to come up too much.
Looking for entries there?
Yeah. Well, I was looking to take buys. Yeah.
It's not bad.
I can take a buy in the 15-minute.
That makes sense as well.
Might as well have had buy stops.
I'll leave them close bullish to support. Yeah, high chance we can push up here. Because you take a look at the 4 hour, 4 hour is a decent support here. Very minor support here, right? So small time frame showing bullish momentum, we can just easily continue up from here, respecting these levels here. This is your 4 hour low, 4 hour range, right? Think of it as a retest. This is in this case. That's your 15-minute support right there. It's still lowered, but that'll be your 15-minute support. Yeah, price at that level. Start to reject. Looking at hourly support. The hourly support is gonna be over here, right? So let's see what happens here. 30-minute support, I guess. See us there though. Overextended with W formation. Yes. Overextended W formation. There's new terms coming out now, right? I believe we're gonna get an overextended support here. Let's see. Kind of range here. This is US30 by the way. If it's looking at US30, kind of range in US30. I'll say wait for a breakout in this sense for US30. Heavy resistance here. Wait for a break, and I'll say buys up would be above here. Coming up to maybe take a look. Probably coming up to this resistance over here. I think if you're looking at 30, I think these buys would be lovely in this range here above here. So wait for that to form. But that's your starter right there. Let's see. Because daily is overall bullish, you know. Daily is at resistance though, minor resistance. I'll say if this resistance breaks here, probably can come up to this resistance over here.
The only thing about this trade is like you have to like there's levels in the 15-minute that I'm just worried about.
GJ?
Yeah. Like it just rejected off of.
The 1 hour didn't really close strong enough for me. Support. But they closed bullish though. So like I'm probably gonna look for buys like above.
Pretty strong bullish.
Up here. Let's see here. I'm gonna say the first 15-minute closes here, because the first 15-minute closes like decent strong, then I might attempt buys here at support. I'm hungry, man. You know you're hungry and your stomach starts to growl? Or you don't wake up hungry? Or is that just me?
Yeah, of course.
I took buys on the opening of this 15-minute candle. Oh, nice. So you got buys here? Sharif Ali?
Yeah, took buys.
That's support, right?
Just opening the 15-minute candle. Yeah.
I'll say as long as like this hourly candle respects the low, we should be good to go up. Obviously. But yeah, it's key level here.
I don't like how it's fucking rejecting this level though.
Minus resistance, you mean?
Yeah, minor resistance.
Oh, on the 15? I mean, overall still a range. Your range on the 15 is going to be from here to this resistance. So it should easily tap as it starts to reject off the support. Fill the range here. This is a kind of like liquidity wick, you can say, in the sense, to go up. It's kind of a liquidity wick, closed bullish, right? Real weak bullish body, but stronger bear, stronger bullish wick, liquidity wick for price to continue up here. So this could play out very good for you, Sharif. Let's see it first. I'm waiting for this 15-minute close and I'm looking for entries here. Pretty much gonna base it off of that. Anticipating on this, because like my stops are gonna be way too big if I enter right here. So maybe like if I wait for the 15-minute close, use that first 15-minute candle low as your stops. So have smaller stops go up here. Anticipating that's the hourly low, right? When you eat right before going to sleep, your blood sugar is high and you will be much more hungry. Yeah. That's probably why. Because I have a habit of eating pretty late. But like I went to sleep at like what? 12 something? I ate at around like 10. 2 hour difference? Is that enough time for my my blood sugar to get low? I don't think so, right? Probably why, but yeah, gotta stop eating too late, man. Or start eating earlier. Oh man, this looks beautiful if you close this bullish like this. I support on 30-minute. 15 looks clean too. Yeah, these are clean buys here to go up. Yeah, pressure be able to push up to this range here. Coming up to this resistance up here. It's still 5 p.m. here. Now on Asian, it's 5 a.m. Damn, man. How's the other guy doing over there? Man, I went to sleep pretty late yesterday. I slept at like 30 minutes to an hour later than I should.
Yeah, you sound a little tired.
Yo, that makes a huge difference, man. Going to sleep like an hour, 30 minutes later. Yeah, man. I usually sleep about around 11:30. I went to sleep about around 12:30. Around 12:30 around there, but yeah. My misses move. I'm fine missing the move. I'm fine missing the move. But we have 8 minutes to count closes, right? So let's see what happens here. We broke the 30-minute high though. I mean, you can get entries here if you want. Stops current candle. You can attempt those with small stops if you want to. Those will be much more aggressive though. Obviously, right? If you take an attempt here or stop below the current candle, because this low that you have here, you can kind of anticipate it to be like the current 1 hour low, because this is the first 15-minute candle. So it's gonna be a bit more aggressive entry though, because stops are gonna be much tighter, and price has a higher chance of hitting this, coming back down, and still being close bullish, respecting this low down here, you know. So it's up to you guys, but I'm gonna wait for this 15-minute closer to look for entries on GJ. Yeah, exactly. There's so many moves that you can't get stressed if you just miss one move, right? Huh. Hey, yo, guys, what day we should do a simulator this week, man? What do you guys think? Wednesday? Tomorrow?
What'd you say?
Tomorrow? Simulation?
Yeah.
During agent session?
Yeah. What time?
What up, Robert? Long time no talk, bro. Where you been?
I've been on London trading.
Oh, you've been, yeah, you
And I
told
be
me.
going to sleep sometimes.
Yeah.
I've been watching now. Still lit.
Pushing up a bit. Nice.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Pushing up here. I think we're pushing up. We've been, ooh, clean. Who got in? Sharif, I know Sharif got in. Sam, did you get in?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm actually closing half of these levels just
Yeah,
because of
that's-
resistance.
I think we would have been at 10 pips right now, no? Like 9, 8, 9 pips?
9 pips.
Yeah. Makes sense, makes sense. Good job, sir.
Beautiful.
Number Cano might do a pullback when left Cano rejection on his support and resistance zone. Oh, you expected a wick here? Yeah, you can expect that as well. But I think it's hourly, yeah. I think you can now consider this, like I mentioned earlier, this is a liquidity wick for price to continue up here. Like the 30-minute or hourly.
Jeez.
Actually pushing up here.
TJ.
Nice trade. Let's see, next entries for us would probably be real estate. Skipping my chat. What I do? You can do anything, man. Are you seeing a chart? Oh, there you go. Download Fastic, bro. It's for keeping track of oh, that app? I think I heard of that before. Let me take a look. Yeah, I heard of this app. Like my brother used it or something. Nice move there, clean, no police traffic. Yeah, cause like, yeah, I think of this as just like an overall rate. I wasn't too worried about like these traffic levels here on a 15 because like this overall is just like a range, right? This is just overall range. So in this area, so as price wants support here, it has nowhere to go but just to fill the range. This is the overall range. It's just gonna go to this. It's gonna go to this resistance easily. So the only issue you have is gonna be right here at these levels, right? At 136.008. Those are probably gonna be the only levels you're gonna have resistance at. But I think if you break this, you can probably push up further up. Nice. If you guys took those attempts with the aggressive entries, with like stops below current candle as it broke the structure, I think those would have been good buys as well. I think that played out pretty well. But if I were you guys, if I was in the move, I'll probably, if I was in it, if I got in it, I'll probably look to get out like around these levels here. So I probably would have got out by now. And I'll wait for like this resistance to break, because this is a very decent resistance you have here. But who knows, we can get a wick fill in the 15-minute here probably, you know, as the price starts to reject here, come down a little bit. So look for another entry here. So let's see, might get another entry here.
Yeah, I took my couple of pip profit.
Yeah. Like, yeah, but you guys see what I mean though? Like, this is a range we're in right now, but it's a tradable range, right? This is a much more tradable range with the volume that that's kicking in right now. Because this is a range we have here on a 15-minute. It, you know, came up, came back down to your support resistance, rejecting off support resistance. This is an easy, clean range you have here. So. Such a Zoom link for me? I'll send you another one, bro. My bad. Every day the Zoom link changes. Why does it keep showing up on that window, bro? Okay. Let me change this. Cool. Yeah, every day the Zoom link changes. 6.9 on Wix 9, not 6.9. Did Don vote clean organic? Yeah, man, no worries. If you guys made money on that trade, leave a like on the stream. Although I didn't get any entries in yet. Gave some opportunities there though. What happened? Nah, I didn't take it because I was waiting for the 15-minute. Cause like, I was waiting for the 15-minute here to close. But I mean, you can still get an entry here with the wick fill. You know, stocks current candle low, target up here for a wick fill. Look for entries here maybe.
You offering these trades and you don't join us.
Yeah, I really need
Look
this
at that
15
long
to
wick
close.
there on the 15.
Yeah, like I probably need this 15 for us to get a wick fill. Probably need to close like 135, 880, like above here, probably for us to go up. Gonna be like a nice some pip, or like a nice 12 pips. If it closes too weak like this, it's gonna like kind of most likely gonna start to reject off of this level to come back down. So overall, this is a range, right?
Yep.
So, but if this were to be a wick fill and we respect this low, because these stops might be way too small, but if we respect this low, high chance once we fill the wick, we're gonna continue up here on this candle. Look at that like that. There's going to bounce off support. Forward to flashing break out resistance. Yes.
Back in range.
So some days you guys might see ranges that are tradable, and some days they're not tradable. Today, this is a tradable range. Yeah, you could have entries here. For a tradable range. Whose mic is that? Whose loud background is that?
You hear any birds?
Yeah, man, I hear birds and a bunch of trains. I hear a bunch of shit.
Oh,
Close bearish.
Yeah, 15-minute close bearish here with no bottom wick. Yeah,
No
so
bottom wick.
there's no entries there for us. I think that's why I'm interested now. That resistance is very strong here, so we got all right there, right? Probably gonna wait for the 30-minute close here. Let's see. I don't know. Still early in the day. If anything, wait for a break of this resistance over here for nice buys. Take a look. Look at this for our resistance over here. Yeah, above here. Let's not worry about that yet. Let's just delete this for now. Does not really matter right now. Yep. The support though needs to hold for sure. For sure needs to hold here. So I want to see how this kind of reacts here, because this 15-minute close bearish, but 30 minutes still open here. So I kind of want to see what this house 30-minute closes here as support. Should be good to go up. What's the longest stay in open trade? Couple weeks, couple months. My gold swing. How organic? Lots of trades today. What do you think about the risk manager entry of this trade? I'll take a look at it, man. What you want? Alright. What do you have? So you took a buy here. Pretty much this is I mean, okay, so I think the issue you had here in this trade was, so the overall GG range on the 15-minute time frame was pretty much, what was this? This was during 15-minute time frame, right? You took this during London. Is this right? Am I not wrong? Should be this. Yeah, you took this during pre-New York, I guess. You took buys here at that support. Okay, so the issue you had here, I'll say, is if you take a look at here, your overall range is from probably this resistance, and this is your overall support at these levels. So the issue of entering here, although price did close bullish, right? It looks similar to this trade that we were gonna attempt there, as the 15 closed bullish support looks similar, but the issue you have here is that this is a decent support here. This is a strong support, whereas this still had a range to go down, right? See how the 15-minute closed here, but when it closed at support, right? But this 15-minute, it closed like at a very minor support, meaning this had more range to go down. It had a range to come down to support, so that's why when the 15 closed bullish here, it came all the way up to here, this resistance. So then this support made more sense. This just had more range to go down, you know.
I feel like people are too lazy to draw their resistances and their supports on the higher time frames. They'll just jump on a 15, draw it, and that's it.
Yeah, you gotta really look at the higher time frame. Like this support here is a 4-hour support on a higher time frame, and a 1 hour support. So that's why when the 15 closed bullish at support here, it made sense for us to continue up here. Alright. But 130 minute close above support, 15 close form support. Yeah, I got stuff that last 15 close bullish 50% entries.
Nigga, we made it.
Yeah, I mean, at least you managed it correctly, so that's fine. I personally, this is what I would have done when this candle closed bullish, and the next candle came up. It made a low. The next candle made a low, right? Let's say it came up like this, and the low was like here somewhere, right? Once we broke these highs here, you can move your stops automatically to those lows wherever it is. You gotta put the original stop because this is a new low of that current hourly candle or whatever time frame is, right? So move your stops there. So if price were to come back down and break that low, it's like saying we're breaking lows now because price made a low on a current candle and it's come back down to break that current candle low. It's technically breaking lows already because this is a new high being created as we broke the structure here, which in this case we did make a high right over here at this minor resistance. So at our break even or probably move stops to the candle low of that structure. But aside from that, it was a great trade. It was a decent trade. Just be aware of the 4 hour support next time. Where is your USD going up? Why is your USD going up? Well, your USD is going up because it's bullish, right? If you take a look at your USD here, it is bullish. And take a look at where we did at on the daily support here. We closed bullish yesterday, and it looks like we're tapping this resistance here at 1.17095, right? Weekly is still bearish overall, so weekly could easily flip bearish. Remember that. The weekly candle is bearish. Last week closed bearish, and the weekly high was up here. Meaning this candle can go all the way up to here and flip back bearish to make the high of this candle. Because when the candle opened up, it barely made a bond wick. So who knows? It can continue to come down later this week. It might be at this resistance here, maybe. Let's see. I'll probably wait for some type of confirmation on the lower time frame though. But I believe the reason it's pushing up here because it's pretty much breaking out of that resistance, and after that it just came up to this next range here. Yeah, I believe, yeah, otherwise going up. High, daily's bullish, 4 hours bullish. All right, keep that in mind. Weekly still bearish though. Juja formed downtrend structure right now in 15 minute. Yeah. Yeah, I still have to support here. Let's see what happens here. Ready candle, recounts to close bearish, above support, possibly make new high, ready to take off to buys. Yeah, maybe. Trying to look at this 30 minute here. Yeah. Is this some type of candle formation that a lot of traders like to look at? Right here. Gravestone Doji or whatever. They expecting this to go up here. In that candlestick Bible book, whatever. I swear it
Looks
is.
like a fake out to me. Looks like a fake out to me. Continue down.
No, I'm talking about like this candle here in particular.
Oh.
Yeah, this like also this could still be a fake out, right? So like if this support doesn't hold here, we continue to come down here, man. Because this is a fake out. Range being created here. Price closed up, came back into range, and high chance we have it filling the range here. So let's see what happens here. Let's see. If this support breaks, I believe the sells be very valid here. Very key level. We have your foreman today.
What if we close below, but within that previous wick?
That's fine. Yeah. Because usually when candles close at support, it means that it's closing above the current bodies, right? So like see right here, it has to close up there. But if it's kind of where it closed like right here, below the forward support and below at these wicks, it just means that it has a lot of momentum to push down here. You can probably continue to push down here out of range.
That was my problem.
Dude, look at this. I got you. See, these are the charts that I want, man. Oh, whose background noise is that, man? Who's having a phone call right now?
I don't know. Zoom would usually show.
Yeah, it's not showing.
It's not showing. No, it's not. Oh,
Wait.
it's Sharif.
Oh, it's Sharif. Alright, there you go, Sharif. What do you have here? So, 15-minute time frame. I entered a buy. Entered a buy and impulse entry. Should I take 10 pips and then break even or close 9% at 10 pips? If you're gonna leave a runner, you might as well leave like a 50% or like much bigger position. You know, leaving a 10% runner won't really do much. You might as well close a full position. Because the point of runners is that the runners can make you more than what your initial close was. But if you're closing at 9% at 10 pips and leaving a 10% runner, it's not really worth it. Just close a full position at that point, honestly. Or maybe there's some minor resistance here. You close at minor resistance. I don't know. I can't really. I'm not sure what happened here. Looking left, but I believe yeah. But yeah, definitely break even though. 100%. Definitely break even. Or at least move stops to current like these low wicks here. You know, move them up. So I want to ask you if you like have market, if you have like market up support, resistance support, and you waiting for count to close. If it closes out support, exactly. I want to ask you if. Oh, if it closes right at support and resistance, no. It kind of has to close above or below, right, for it to be either valid. Because if it closes at support and resistance, it's like a 50-50 of where it's gonna go.
Yeah, all we're doing is playing the percentages.
Like if well, there's obviously no like right percentage. I'm just pulling a round number out, but like this, like you know, it's like the logical. It's logical, right? Because there's a support level here, and this counter here closed right at support. I mean, it closed bear, so it has a higher chance of coming down, obviously. But it's still closing at support. There's no entries for us as well. I'll say, you know, there's no entry candle.
What's weird for me is it made a higher high and still has a higher low than the previous candle.
Mhm. See how those 15 closes there, man. Let's see. Because the forward does look like the WAP move. If you guys know what it is, the WAP move. If you know, you know. If you know, you know what the WAP move is. But this looks like the WAP move here that we have here. So if this is the WAP move, high chance we're going to continue down here. The support fails to hold. Coming down to support. So I will take sells if we were to break the support here. What do you think of USD CAD? It's a good pair though. It respects the zones. I traded before in the past. Not my pair of trade though. Well, it's not my favorite pair of trade. I don't really trade anymore. Because the thing is, USD CAD is that you gotta if you trade during the New York session, especially. Well, it's probably what you're gonna trade it in. But like, if you trade it during the New York session, you gotta focus on the dollar and Canadian dollar. You gotta focus on two pairs, right? Whereas GJ, you only gotta focus on one here, only the pound, because the yen is closed right now, since it's not Asian. It's the London overlap, right? So I think makes it much easier. Yeah, looks like we're gonna close above maybe. We have a minute left for this kind of close. We need a closure below the range here on the 30-minute time frame. Below, I'll say below 135.715 will be a decent close. Will be a close I'm looking for. Yeah, below like yeah, 715. Or maybe this could happen. Come down here, you know, make support, make resistance here, make a little range. Cause this is like a little area we could potentially make a range at. Gonna be like from here to here, little range, and then wait for a breakout of this range here to come down. That'll be another scenario. So right now we're just like anticipating scenarios in our heads. And as it kind of started to close, so we started to put pieces together, right? And eventually it's gonna tell one big story of where price is gonna go today. But that's the cool part about trading. You get bits and pieces from here, from there. With the more candles that close, the more information you get. You know, kind of add to your story, and then you get one confirmation. And one huge confirmation, then you execute, right? But as long as it makes sense on a daily, you know, higher time frame. So that's why it's always best to use the higher time frame as well as lower time frames, and use all the time frames to the best of your abilities. Whereas a guy, you know, just use like a 15-minute time frame, or like someone just using a one particular 4-hour time frame, you're putting yourself in a disadvantage. Donovan went up by a 135.838, 10 pips. Because I was waiting for the 15 close. But I did give an entry here. I did say you can enter buys with much more aggressive stops to current candles, and it was like a 4-pip stop in this scenario once it broke the highs. And now it came up after resistance, so I can say I did call it. I didn't take it though. But that was at what?
For the hourly.
7. What time was that at? Around 7. I said around, I think 7:15. 7 or something. Let me just put 7:05 for now. Around there. Can I guess some props? Props for what? Props for what?
What's a pat on the back?
You want a pat on the back? Ooh, 30-minute close, that support here. So it closed bearish over us though. So we're gonna need a closure below here. Keep in mind this is still a range, right? Still in a range. This is like a huge 26-pip range here you have your NTJ. So careful. Ooh.
Gold closes above that, man.
Wait for this 30-minute candle flip bullish. You can look for buys, man. Stops current candle low or previous low right here for gold. Once the candle flips bullish, this will be your low being created, and you can anticipate this gold candle to kind of fill the wick here to go up.
What are you gonna do if you trade gold? What are you gonna go back to like 2 lots?
Gold, nah, probably be a 4 or 5. Like, I don't know. Depends on how big stops are. If it's like a 10, if it's like a 20-pip stop, it's probably gonna do like a
They're
5
no, they're
July
not
or
like
something.
20-pip stops. They're kind of ridiculous. Like 30, 40 pip stops in some cases.
Yeah. Then yeah, probably got around like a 3,
Gold
4
has
lot.
been given up. Because the TPs on gold have to be at like 50 pips.
Yeah.
50 points.
Sorry.
Oh man. So Don, you're waiting for a close below.
That's GG support, yeah.
Yeah.
How many trades have you taken to Samurai? Including Asian.
Just one. Oh, Asian?
Yeah.
2.
Oh, nice.
What
Like,
about for the week?
Nah, something for the week, man.
oh, let's not talk about for the week. It's still early. Nah, I'm getting it down to like 3 and maybe 4. Like I said, when I first started, it was just a roulette wheel.
Yeah, I feel ya.
15, 20 in a day.
I
Trying to
feel
scalp
ya.
2 pips.
Don, what if this 30 flips? How would you feel about a break of that previous candle? It stops above the current.
Are you talking
candle?
about
Or you would really want
what, GJ?
on GJ?
Give me a second.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Alright, yeah, so GJ. So what are you talking about? If this 15 closes bullish and the next one breaks the low?
If this, no, let's say this 30 flips and breaks the low of the previous candle.
Oh.
It's created a pretty nice wick now. Well, created a nice range up. So if it goes down and breaks the previous, it flips. I feel like you'll have enough momentum to cover the wick.
Yeah. Because yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'll take an entry there, but because it's still like at support overall. Because at any time that candle could still like this candle here could still come down and it's still closing the range. I mean, what I could say though is that this 30-minute candle over here did close below the support right here. This minute support right there. I can say that, but like still overall a 4-hour support right here you have on GJ. So it's kind of like, yeah, you know. Yeah, looking for itself, it goes down to like around 700, around there, coming down this support down here. Those would be my selves.
Could have been a fake out on the smaller time frame to go back up.
What, 15? 30? Where do you see that?
30,
Yeah,
just to
right
mention.
here. Could have been like a little fake out right there.
Oh, on like a little, yeah.
That, we close below that minor support, like you said, and then it went right back up above it.
Someone earlier asked me, how would you feel about candle closing out support, and this is why. This is how I feel about it. This candle can easily just continue to go up, right? Because this candle here did exactly what you mentioned, and it closed right off support, and this candle just right off support came back up. So it's very risky, right? There's no entry candles there. You're probably gonna need a close above or below looking for buys or sells, right? In certain scenarios. In this case, you need a bearish candle closure below here for us to go down. Yeah. Probably gonna wait for that. Kind of back. When did you call? I never read a buy comment. Oh, you said buys today. Oh, you said overextended W formation. Ah. I think we got an overextended candle flip bullish here to break the highs of the previous 61.8 fib wick retracement to the downside. Back up to retrace the bullish bat we have here on the 4-hour and the 5-minute times the 3-hour time frame. You multiply it by 4, you'll get a 61.8 fib retracement perfectly, coming up towards 136.008. You guys got that? Take notes. No, I'm playing, man. What's the most complex thing you ever heard in you guys like you guys ever heard before in someone's strategy?
Say what?
The most complex thing you guys have ever heard?
I mean, he interests me, but ICT.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, his stuff. He can back it up though with stuff.
I know, but I'm just saying, just about as complicated.
Oh.
Order blocks and just.
Hey, you can make it.
It takes some. You gotta sit down and commit yourself to studying it.
I don't know. I feel like
you can make it as complicated as possible, and as simple as possible. At the end of the day, like you guys see how simple my shit is. As
Dude,
long as it
my
works for you,
first
that's all that matters.
my first mentor had like a RSI with a MACD with a stochastic with a fib and had some harmonics going.
Come
And
on, man.
I could never tell where the price was. And he was like, yeah, once all of them match up, then you take a trade. I was like, what?
You would never take a trade then.
They'll never all that
I'm
match up,
sitting
bro.
there, and the thing is, that's if they all match up and you did them right. You know, sometimes you could do it wrong. You could draw that harmonic wrong, or your fit could be a little bit off.
Exactly.
Don't match up, and you'd be like, he's like, but look, it matched up.
And my only
Well,
issue with all
you know
of that
what?
is-
It was actually an Asian dude from your area, so that's crazy.
Toronto?
Yeah, it was a
What's his
I
name?
don't want to get his name
Actually,
out.
don't get his name out. You can text his name. I know him.
Look at GJ back up in the ring.
Yesterday I was watching a video
Mm-hmm.
about price action, but there's a guy here in Brazil that he was explaining that he's a pro of price action. I said, okay, I'm gonna watch.
Pro price actionist.
Exactly, and then he's a professional of price action here in Brazil, and then his strategy is he counts the candles, you know. So he would be like, oh, you
7
know, as you
candles.
can see on the candle 13th, we had this breakout, and then on the reversal on the candle 54, I was like, damn man, I gotta count the candles now.
Yeah. You know, I look at people's strategies. Some of them like that odd chick, options chick. She's talking about Saturn and moons lining up and stuff like that. You're like, what?
We can't trade till
Hey.
November. You know,
Exactly. Like,
It all-
what does that have to do with
all-
somebody buy a put or whatever?
All of them
Oh,
work.
I forgot about the full moon.
Yeah.
Oh yes, it totally makes sense now.
Bruh,
Hey.
I first watched her on Wicks Don't Lie. They brought her in on a Friday.
Yeah, I remember
And
that.
you should have just see the screen. It was like a bullet. It was just moving up and down from comments, man. They were like, this chick is crazy.
Like, hey, all of them work. The question is, how consistent is all the strategies, right? Like that's gonna.
Yeah, but with her, you could tell she's not a trader; that she's a marketer. Like you can
Yeah.
tell by the way she talks. She's just straight, you know.
What's
loud.
going on, traders?
All that shit.
Damn, so Santa's not aligned today. Starbucks explained. No, like yeah, all you know, like everyone's like all these strategies, like all of them work. The issue comes is how consistent are they? If you were to take like, using that strategy on 100 trades, how consistent will they be? You know, like a lot of people like look at my strategy or whatever you call it, organic trading, whatever you want to call it, as like they're like, oh, this shit's so easy. It's so simple. It's just support and resistance, right? But it's a lot to it, man. It's a lot to it. And people compare this to like, oh, this other guy over here is using more complicated words. This other guy's strategy is probably better because he's using bigger words and it looks like he has more shit, right? But at the end of the day, like, if this has been working for me, I'm not gonna switch over to some other guy because he's using much bigger, complicated words where I feel intimidated by, right?
Yeah, I love it when people are like, "Yeah, where can I learn all these terms?" You know, none of this matters. So you need to learn the actual, like, what the hell's going on. It don't matter what it's called.
Because everyone could argue with everything, like, you know, like for example, like let's say you have like this for example, right? Price bouncing off of this support here going up. People could have been like, oh, this is just I don't know, something, you know, they say something about it, like, oh,
It's an
like
order block.
this
It's
is
an
smart,
order block.
it's an order block, smart money or something, like I don't even know, but you know, and people say this is a liquidity wick here, a grab to go down here, you know, there's always an argument against anything, but at the end of the day, how I see it, this is a resistance, this is a support, this is a new resistance formed here, this is now your range, you know, this is, you can look at it thousands and thousands of ways, but I keep it simple, man. I'm not that complicated, so yeah, like all depends. It is a closer. Fib's gonna close that support again. 1 hour still open. High chances hourly closes bullish, right? It's a 15 closes bullish here.
And then
Nah, man, I
option-
don't know who that is. Wix9. What's up?
I was gonna say that options chick. Then she got in about a couple of weeks ago with Ted. He posted it on IG, and Ted was screaming at her. No, you don't know what you're doing. Forex is a scam. Wah 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 wah. And Ted was
I don't
like,
think he was screaming at her. He was kind of like nonchalant about it.
I thought he was getting a little frustrated.
Yeah, you could tell he was frustrated. He was like, "Hey, like, look, we can just solve all your questions right now. It can all be answered." But she was just throwing a lot out there just to see what sticks.
You know what it is, man?
This? And no proof, nothing. She's like, "No, you're guilty, and I don't need to prove anything." I'm like, "That's not how it works. You know, you gotta accuse somebody. You gotta come up with some proof, or keep your mouth shut." She's like, "No, I know how brokerages work." He's like, "But that's not going on at mine." She's like, "But I know how all you guys work." Some ignorant shit.
I'll tell you, I hate to see traders when they blame a brokerage for they take a trade and they get stopped out.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong. A lot of brokerages have given people reasons to doubt them.
But no brokerage is not chasing your $150.
I mean, Ted's a very public person. I mean, in this space, and I don't know. He's never given me a reason to doubt what he said.
If you listen to trading,
and the thing is, even if you do doubt his results, at the end of the day, the shit that he says has helped us some point in your trading career. So it doesn't really matter. That's how I look at it. Like, you're getting value out of it, and it's helped you somehow. So it doesn't really matter whatever his results are. Honestly, that's how I look at it.
Like, in general, talking about his brokerage and the business, the way he runs business. Dude, how about this? You want to hear something funny? My first day, I opened an account on Trader's Domain. I placed the trade at 8 p.m. And 8 p.m. is exact when their servers switch over days.
Yeah.
From 8 to 8:01. That's what happens.
Yeah, it was close.
Stop loss.
Yeah. I had that too. My first day on Trader's Domain.
I placed the trade. It hit my... It went in profit a little bit. I didn't even have a chance to set a stop loss. I literally a second after I had my trade. And then it went 20 pips negative by the time I started texting him. I'm like, "Hey, I can't close the trade." And the support
he gave the money back, right?
"Hey, he gave me my full TP back.
Yeah.
They gave me wherever I put my TP, they counted as a winning trade. I was like, "What? Who's going to give me extra money for complaint?"
Yeah.
I knew he was the whole point was to, satisfy me.
Who was this?
Trader's Domain.
No, Trader's Domain. Ted, they gave me, it hit my full stop loss because I couldn't set it, but I had a chance to set my TP, and they gave me my full TP.
That exactly happened to me.
And I asked him how you can do that, and he's like, "Look, I just negotiate very good contracts with my liquidity providers, so I'm able to do this for my customers." That's it.
Listening to him, the one thing I did learn, if a broker is not fully funded or capitalized, you're taking chances, because that's why so many brokers go out of business, because they're losing money. And all of a sudden you go to get your money out, they don't have it.
Yeah, like I said, as long as your broker pays you and lets you deposit and withdraw, that's all that matters. If it doesn't let you withdraw or deposit, either one or the other, then you shouldn't stick with that broker, right? But yeah.
But the reason why, you hear the horror stories of you tried to withdraw and they wouldn't give you your money.
I don't got it.
Listen to Ted, is that the brokerage business is not an easy business. Everybody think it's a cash cow, but they lose money, and most of them don't last a year. GJ back in the ring.
Yep. Current price in short buy zones. I'm not talking about being organic. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a support here. I was looking at this 15 closure as like indication that we could potentially push up from here, but I think I'm gonna wait for like this hourly candle closer, see how we close it, because I pretty much need the hourly to close bullish here. Because if it doesn't, it's gonna close doji, right? I mean that it didn't do much here. Opened up, closed where it did, right? We'll get back-to-back dojis. So let's see what happens here. We should be able to close bullish by the way the 15 looks. Should be able to close. Is it Tuesday today? It is Tuesday today. You know what that means, guys? It means this is a cycle. This is a day 2 cycle, meaning that today the market should be able to push the current trend from last week before it reverses tomorrow. My first strategy, guys. I'll tell you guys my first strategy. When I first came into this industry, the first thing I learned was Steve Mario's, right? And it was this. I'll draw it out for you guys. It was like, okay, then this is what happens after. So yeah, like I know, nice little. This is our stop point. Price goes down. 1, 2, 3 drops. Yeah, this, and then you go back up. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, wow. It was my first course, right? And I was like, wow. There's such a long course. I think it was like a nice there was like 3, 6. I think it was a 12-hour video course. There was like 4 parts to it, and they're all 3 hours long, each series. And I was like, man. I learned a lot about stop hunts and stuff, but it was so advanced as a new trader. Like I skipped all that price action stuff when I first started. I went straight to whatever that course was that my friend gave me. Damn, what's going on? Did you see Season 6 on Warzone? Yeah, I saw it, bro. I'm excited to play it later. The gold here never flipped, right? The 30-minute candle on gold never flipped bullish, right? Obviously. And it also just broke the lows. So high chances we can come back in your range here. We're down to the support probably again. The hourly had a huge liquidity wick here, so if the hourly closes bearish here at resistance, high chance we're going to continue down here, come down. As buys are not ready yet, as it did not close above the range yet. Hey, Paul LaBear with the $5 donation. Man, what is this? You know, every day you're gonna donate $5. What happened last night? You took a nice buy on GJ or something? What's going on?
He's on that organic diet.
The organic diet is expensive, man. You know how much? So a regular apple for organic, be maybe like, say for example, $1 a pound. Organic would be like $1.50 or something, $2. What's up, Paul? How you doing, Paul? What's going on, man? $5 before we even took a trade yet, man. I wonder how it would be if you did a trade, if you won on a trade. I'm trying to get a filtered water bottle. I have that. See this water bottle right here? Alberta. Yes, Alberta in the States, yeah, right? Yeah. So it's got a filtered one. Got a filter inside if you guys see it. Yo, this water, guys, you know where I got this water from? I got it from behind me right there. So, I just kind of scooped it. The water I use. Yo, there's this water bottle my friend showed me, where it like you can literally get like mud water, and the filter and you just put it in the water bottle and you filter it in, it turns to clear, crystal clear water. I'm like, yo, but it's like a $200 water bottle, which is crazy. I don't know how I got on water bottles, but yeah, just want to let you guys know. It's a pretty cool thing. Oh man. Okay, it's gonna be New York Open in like 6 minutes here. So pre-New York, if the hourly closes bullish here, high chance we're gonna continue up here. High chance. Just like who said it? I don't know how to pronounce that name, but Mohd? MOHD? Yeah, so like I'm guessing if the 30-minute closes bullish here, 15 closes bullish, I will look for buys here going up as the hourly's gonna close bullish. So let's see how it goes here.
Looking at that minus zone we talked about earlier, where it's rejected a few times, where it's at right now.
Yeah, I think buys here in the once 15-minute closes will be clean. Yep. She didn't break below 135.750, so she's bullish. Yep. Yeah, so see, like I knew this day low here is still my issue though, but I mean we're getting biased to here anyways, right? It's not like we're getting like a anticipating buys all the way up to here, but like for what I kind of wanted was for the daily low to create a wick to the downside before it go up, you know. But and after eventually fill a wick first, I mean after, but that didn't happen. We have no wick here on a daily low. But if we close like this, that's fine. It's just when it's open, the price can go down at any time, right? Especially if it didn't break the highs yet. But like since we close like in like 9 hours here, if we close like this, we should just treat it as a regular candle, and the price shouldn't break this low if it wants to drive up. Or tomorrow.
Don't like this zone. It's retarded. We whipsawed here for a while. Just up, down, up.
Oh, this 15-minute range here?
No, not here, but before last week or like 2 weeks ago, like you said last week.
Oh, yeah.
Just, like up, down, everything.
Oh yeah, here, yeah. But if you take a look at it like this, look at it this way. Since like it's like a new range for breaking into now, we made a support here. You say that, and then we made like a little resistance above here. So as we're coming back into range here, high chance we're gonna be able to fill the entire range. So like at least today you won't be able to like obviously there won't be that much of consolidation, but if we start to reject this multiple times again, then we're probably gonna keep the same pattern again in this range. But I believe the second time around when price comes back in a range, it usually indicates that we're probably gonna continue up further up, and this shouldn't be an issue. We shouldn't range like we did 2 weeks ago here, or in like the next 2 weeks here. Should easily be able to break above, especially if today's day candle closes above. That 4-hour resistance is up here, right? Let me take a look at that. 4-hour resistance is all the way up here, so that's gonna be. Well, yeah, makes sense. The other resistance up there. Yeah, it makes perfect sense. We have 2 minutes. Controller, looking at your GBP and wait for entries as of right now. Send me a chart. I'll take a look at it. A label chart too, right? Make sure it's labeled. Yep. High chance we're gonna continue up with the New York Open if we do close hourly bullish here. High chance. High chance. The only thing I'm hoping we don't get is an hourly closure with no top wick, or like a 30-minute closure, 15. I mean, hourly's still open anyway, so we shouldn't be able to come up.
Knowing GJ, that's exactly what's going on.
Unless within the last minute and 20 seconds here, GJ decides to close right at 135.985, which I doubt, but like we should easily be able to close decent here to go up. Yeah. Can we get second entries today, guys? Can we get second entries today?
Second entries.
I mean, can we get entries today? A lot of people took this is their second entry, I guess. So. Let's see, how big is the range to go up? Nice little 15 pip range here, not bad.
You would put your stops under the 15.
Yeah, I'm looking at.
I think we're like a little minor resistance, so to draw it across.
I'm looking at just from the hourly perspective, specifically. As the hourly closes bullish of support again, anticipating that New York open, we should easily be able to. So like, I'm looking at like we should be able to fill like this range here, this candle, like this entire bearish candle here, should be able to like kind of come up to retrace. Nice. So I'm gonna get it. Oh my, 15 has no bottom wick, no top wick.
No top.
30 no top wick. How did I know? How did I just know? You know, like how rare. Like, when was the last time we had a no top wick candle here? Like last night during 4 a.m. This is all of a sudden we have a one right here. I mean, hourly's still open. You can say that the hourly candle is still open.
Yeah,
So like there's a
GJ.
range. There's a range to go up here on on like the hourly candle here. I can say that. Ah. Cause I'm like, okay, there's some volume pushing up the last minute here. Can't expecting GG can close with no top wick here. But the hourly's still open. The hourly still has range to go up, right? So you can use your 15-30 minute as like your stops. But man, this 30 minute candle has no top and bottom wick. Have I taken any trades yet? No, I haven't. Yeah.
You didn't take GJ buys earlier?
Nope, I didn't. I was waiting for the 15 to close, remember? And then I was gonna take aggressive entries with the stops below current candle, but I didn't. I'm like I was gonna wait for the 15 close since it was like 5 minutes away, and they're at the 15-minute close. I kind of tapped the resistance already. So I'm like, oh, there's a trade. It's a good entry though.
The EJ buys worked out yesterday. You know, when I sent the chart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they played out above that resistance. It broke above or below?
Above.
Oh, yeah.
Don, is there a move above 880? 889? Yeah, 880.
Which mean?
I'm saying on a buy. Is there a buy on above 890?
Yeah, I was looking for buys like right here. But this 15-30 minute had no top wick. So I think one way probably gonna wait for do is wait for this 15-minute because like the hourly has a range to go up. So you can say that the hourly can easily go up as long as it respects this low here. It can easily come to fill a wick here.
Okay.
But the issue is like the 15-30 minute time from like our entry our entry candles is a issue here. Let's see.
Yeah, I think I would wait for a clean break,
Like
15-minute resistance.
Like, I don't know, but that resistance has like I don't really look at the scenes as a resistance though. Like looking at the hourly time frame, like I high chance we're gonna continue up to fill the range here, and this resistance should be an issue at all. This 30-minute resistance here, it's a very minor one. Like high chance we're gonna continue up here, like very high chance. The issue I have on this trade is just like my entries, you know, that's the only issue I have here. But this hourly is gonna go all the way up to here to fill the range here. Like 136, 11 should be easily tapped. Yeah, it's just how we just know. No.
Okay, I'm in at 914.
Nice. Very nice. Like yeah, so you're coming to fill the range here. Like, this kind of has like probably a 85% chance of filling the range coming up to fill the wick here.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful.
I wouldn't be surprised, yeah, if you just come out like this above this resistance as well, like looking at 136, 130 to like this entire candle to retrace, kind of like this. And look, see like that. End of the month as well. Market may be done for the month. Yeah. But the thing is, like, you know, we're just trying to catch like a low range here. We're not trying. It's like we're trying to swing or anything, right? So it doesn't really like matter as much. But I do keep in consideration though. This is so clean. If this, you know, this kind of here just leave a wick, man. Oh man, would have been in. The problem is it just gets a little smaller as the 1530 has no top wick, right? Because the alley does have a top wick, so like the range over the high times don't take over small time frame, obviously. So the range on the alley is mostly gonna fill, which is this wick. On the 1530, that's just the issue right there in that trade.
You can still probably get entries in on a 50-minute candle.
Yeah. Yeah. If I was in this trade though, if you guys took this trade, I'll suggest you guys to probably move your stop loss to, instead of below 30-minute low, move it to this current kind of low, or move it to break even, which is your entry right there. So either there or there. Either those two.
There you go.
Yep. Very clean. Very clean. If you guys know, if you guys look confused with the no wick thing, no top wick just means that it has no range to go up. We mean like a wick. If a wick work, if can work close like this, leave a wick. That would be your range. Your range would be this area right here, right? That wick. Because on a small time frame, these are just bearish candles closing bearish here. And on a high time frame, it's just us coming back up to retest that range. And then once you fill that wick, we break the highs, probably gonna continue further up. Right, so, but this kind of had no wick on a 15.
Five-minute closes, no top wick.
I mean,
Yeah.
this is 5 minute. This is a 5
Yeah, but
minute. Yeah.
It's rejecting though.
Yeah, back to back. Yep.
That's what I'm saying. That
If I were to get in though,
like very
yeah,
strong.
I'll be break even though. It was like 8.5 pips in profit. Probably break even. Stops the entries. Yeah, I would hit my entries anyway, so it doesn't really matter if I did take it or not.
I
Let's
got
see.
out with 2 pips.
Yeah, so like who knows? This could be a thing, right? You can still reject here. You can still reject here, as a 53 has no top wick. And especially if like candles like this, when it has no top bottom wick and you entered based off a high like on hourly time frame, I probably would have been more aggressive with my stops. I probably moved it up to like this low right away, or maybe like, you know, as you got up to like this amount of resistance over here. Keep that in mind. This is, you know, so important. So okay, so right now I'm thinking, where would next entries be for us, right? So perhaps if this first 15-minute candle closes bullish, you can get an entry. Above like maybe here, 135, 927 probably. since that's the first 15-minute candle of the hourly candle close, right? Nice trade though. If you consider it a trade, I didn't really take a trade. Yeah. Ooh, gold came down as expected, right? Gold came back down for the range. As this can close bearish at resistance, coming back in range here, like a fake out. US 30 still in the range here. I think US is about to break the lows here. Yeah, US 30 it tends to move around 930, so it rarely moves during pre-NY. Rarely. It moves when the stock market opens up obviously, which is gonna be like around 930. We trade to live another day, right? This looks great to see, you know? I love it. No bond, no top wick. Price didn't have range to go up. Let's see where it closes though. We have 4 minutes left. Yeah, I didn't take any trades yet. I took a trade last night during London though. I mean Asian. 10 pips on during Asian. Took 2 sell attempts. Took 1 sell attempt. It came 7 pips in profit. Moved stops for break even. Right, hit entries. And the second trade hit 10 pips in profit. I pretty much closed like 75%. I think I was like at down here somewhere. I think. Nope. Nope. That's wrong. It was around. I think it was. Around here, right here.
After we got off the stream last night?
Not stream, but yeah, little conference call, you know. Yeah, I think entry's like around right here. I think got out like around here somewhere.
Yeah, I took those.
Yep. 10 pips.
Thanks a lot, Don.
Yes, sir. No worries. Yeah, pretty much got in as like the 1 hour start to make resistance here, and started to close bearish at resistance. Got in as the next candle opened up, and you know, as the 1 hour had no ball on wick, I just closed like another percentage here, and you know, came back up. Right, had no range. This is another scenario where I had no range to go down, no ball on wick, no range to go down here. Same thing we have here in the 30 minute, 15 minute, right? No range to go up. That's why the candle started to reject. Now that we actually reject, I can say that this is a much stronger resistance, I'll say.
Yeah, down here at 745.
Because earlier I was anticipating that the hourly was going to push up, and on that current, like on this current 15-minute candle, right, to push up to that resistance. But it failed to push up, and if it closes bearish here, high chance we're probably gonna need to break out this resistance here to go up. A closure above.
So I was saying, like, to go up, you probably need a closure above 135, like 925.
925. 925.
Like an actual candle closure.
I see though, cause like we didn't really break the low 1 hour lows there, right? I don't know. First half of the candle, guess it's gonna close bearish. See how the second half reacts here. Our patience level is insane, right, guys? Does NFP affect up here? Is NFP this week, by the way? It's next week, right?
What?
NFP? Non-farm payroll?
Yeah.
Yeah. It affects only dollar pairs, USD pairs, but with the volume that kicks in, the news that it releases, it does affect the volume for other pairs. So GJ affects the NY session, you know, gold, US 30, and some other pairs as well. But it doesn't affect it directly.
First Friday of the month.
Is it this week? That's next week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, next week. Nope, it's this week.
No.
This week. Right here.
Really?
Yeah, not from payroll.
I thought it was the first. Thought it was
It
the
is
first Friday.
Friday.
Oh,
It's the
that's
first
right.
Friday.
It is. Okay, sorry about that. Time flies.
Yeah, it is this Friday. They're expecting, I think, bad numbers. Yep.
The last couple have been kind of muted. They haven't been like
Oh, you know
that
what?
huge of a big deal.
You know what I want to check out? I want to catch the Canadian pairs because the virus is starting to wave 2 is what it's hitting right now in Canada. A dollar does here. I think we could this could be a start right here. Looks like a fake out to me. If we close here in the range today. Yeah. At resistance. Weekly is still bearish. Yeah, it makes sense for us to continue down here. Catch GPY.
You guys starting to get hit with the virus?
Wave 2 is coming in, yeah. Wave 2. We had 700 cases in Ontario, like yesterday. For this week.
What y'all been doing? Holding sporting events and stuff?
Nah, man, we just had school open up. In-person class.
Yep. Say no more.
Obviously, right? It's like I think that was the most we ever had since the pandemic started.
Yeah, like New York City is a petri dish once you open up schools because a lot of people don't understand you in New York, everyone uses the subway.
Yeah.
And that's like a huge transmitter because you'll have in the morning and afternoon rush hours, people packed
they
in
be
train
packed
cars.
like
Yep.
sardines, man.
And like that's why you
Sardines.
feel like the flu is so bad in New York City is because kids go back to school, they spread it to each other, they go back home, they give it to the parents, parents get on the trains, and voila.
Yeah. Yeah, and it makes sense, right? Because school opened up what 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Count back 2 weeks. That was school, right? So like 2 weeks later, we have all these cases.
That's why that's how I read, like, because New York has like probably the best transportation system, regardless of what you think of how dirty it is. They have one of the best transportation systems in the country, and it's insane. It's easy to spread.
GPY and USD. Yeah, so take a look at this. You have GPY, you have USD. What do these two have in common? Look at it. You have this. Those are the same, right? The yen. So that's what you have in common between the two. But right now, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it does matter, but like the yen is closed right now. This session right here that you have right here is closed. So there's nothing moving the yen right here today, right now, right? Right now, what we're looking at is the pound and a dollar that's moving this pair and this pair. Because the pound's open, because London's open, and the New York session is open right now. Yo, Sam, you're getting when the 15 closes above?
Yeah, if the 15 closes above, I'll get it.
Where's your target? Up here, or like where's it gonna be?
Yeah, just top of the range.
I see. Oh, this resistance over here.
It's clean, very clean candle to the left.
Yeah, hourly should be able to fill a wick. Yeah, like everything lines up here. Forward didn't break the lows, you know. Weapon the last 40 minutes of that 4-hour candle. Forward close instead of forward range. I mean, it makes sense. Daily's bullish, you know. Weekly's bullish. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Excuse me.
Nice expression. Didn't think of it that way. Yeah, man. Pretty simple, right? Who is here from New York? Who's from New York here? I think someone's from. I think Robert's from New York here. Hey, Wickstone, I got Lakers today. Muted.
They might sweep.
Hmm?
They might sweep.
Might. They will.
I don't see this going longer than 5 games. If it does,
5-1. It's gonna be 4-1. Lakers take
yeah,
it. Is tomorrow not tonight? Oh, my bad.
You saw the Lightning took the cup though. They're bringing the
Yep.
cup to
I don't really care about that though because
the
it's in the
fluke season,
bubble.
right?
Does it count?
Yeah, but
I'm
then
happy
say
my
that for the
city
Lakers.
because if my city were to win, everyone would have said, "Oh, it's because you know, yeah, you guys are in a bubble."
I think it's even harder in the bubble. There's no advantage, like everyone's even.
Yeah, but like the fans will use that as an excuse, like, "Oh, it wasn't a regular
Like
season."
fans make like the least difference in hockey compared to like basketball or like football or anything.
Nah, man, the intensity is like
Hockey,
you know, every sport it needs a fan base, honestly. But you know, hockey,
Yeah,
like,
like it helps, but like I feel like hockey is like way less. It's way harder to like get contact from the fans, you know, because there's like a
oh,
whole
well, that's
less,
what you
like,
mean.
barrier, and you're wearing a helmet.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
just more like-
You ever seen the dudes in the penalty box, and then there's like people just
Yeah.
plastering them.
No, but like, and the fans show up though, like the fans will affect other fans. Like that's the, that's the issue.
Yo, like for basketball, like in the playoffs and shit, like and in playoffs, like the fans can like actually like talk shit to the players, and the players will hear it. Like
the craziest fans
well
are
and clear.
football fans.
Yeah, and football fans are just
Nah.
insane.
Soccer
You guys ever
fans,
seen the
too.
F1 fans?
Bruh.
You know, you ever go to a soccer
It's that
match
F1.
in like England?
No, man.
No, I heard it's insane though.
Yo, they wild out. Look at some videos. They be launching rockets at the opposite team who's sitting like at the stands across. The fans are retarded.
If you want to see a really funny fan players interaction, the Boston Bruins in New York 1977-78, just go to YouTube. The Boston Bruins went into the stands, and this one guy, he hit the player, he went over the glass, and he hit one of the Boston players, and the players went into the stands and chased him down, and one of the Bruins players beat him with his own shoe.
Damn.
Look it
That
up
sounds
on
like
YouTube.
Skate?
that sounds like that NBA what was
Say
the team?
what?
Detroit.
I remember the
Who's it?
Malice at the
Detroit
Palace,
versus
yeah.
No, the guy was
Detroit
running from
and
him.
the Pacers, Indiana Pacers.
Yeah.
They suspended Ron Artest. They suspended
Oh
everybody.
yeah,
Matt
Ron
Wallace.
Artest. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name? Steven Jackson, I think is it.
Do you guys play American football in Canada too? Yeah, we have something called the CFL,
Canadian Football League.
Canadian Football League.
That's where Johnny Manziel went.
Yeah. It's where all like the non-drafted NFL players go.
Yeah. Yep. It's like the G League for the NBA.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, yeah, that's what it is. Trying to outgo,
Got
yes
more men
sir.
and a longer field.
And it's
There you
different too. I
go.
think it's like something different between the two in rules.
Yeah,
Oh,
longer
it's
field. They got more.
The ball's
more
bigger or
like
something?
less-
12 players.
it's 3 downs in Canadian football and it's 4 downs in American football.
And then the field is wider.
Yeah.
I know
That's
they bring
insane.
the field goal onto the touchdown area. You ever seen that?
Hmm.
The posts are right in the touchdown area. So when you go for
Oh
a
yeah,
touchdown,
yeah.
you gotta toss it around.
And back into the range.
Yeah. Can you take a look at GPAUD? Send me a chart, man. Send me a chart. I've seen you talk here many times in the chat, but you never sent a chart before. Send that chart
Who?
one time, man. Send a chart one time, and we will look at it. A label chart, you know. I have not once seen a chart from you before. You guys have a national rugby? Yeah, we have rugby at our schools. Yeah, my school had a rugby team. Rugby is scary, bro. I feel like if you're a bony kid, and you run into someone, oh man, with no gear, GG's. Is the presidential debate gonna affect the market? I don't know. Will it?
No.
Should have.
Probably.
It's definitely gonna affect my blood alcohol content tonight.
I'm watching it tonight. The playoffs.
Is it? Wait, is it tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got.
Oh shit.
It's
I got
baseball
people coming
playoffs.
over
I'm
like it's a UFC match.
Uh-huh.
Bro, that's gonna be hilarious.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna love it.
What time is it?
Probably 8
But,
o'clock.
yo, I don't think you can watch that. It's on Fox News though. I don't think you can watch that in Canada.
No,
Yeah, but it's something
it's
called
gonna be on like,
Sam. It's
Anywhere
something
in the
called
world, it's
Google,
gonna be on
Sam.
Facebook.
yeah, it'll be on YouTube.
True.
It'll be on all the channels.
Nah, I got you.
everybody
I'll
don't
send you a
have
link, Sam. Don't worry.
Hey, let's watch it together. Make some nachos and shit.
Nah, we're gonna watch it together with the MT5 open.
Yeah.
Every word he says.
Shots on
Take prize. No.
I was a political science major in college, so politics is something that I enjoy.
Oh, really? So you have an advantage. You have an advantage here.
Science.
Well, not advantage, actually. For economics, actually. Depends on what gets said, but there's other set of questions in debate topics.
Like if Joe Biden has a heart attack on stage or something, like
Dollar
that'll
off
definitely
the
affect
rip.
markets.
Donald Trump would
You
definitely.
know what? I think you can bet on that right now. I think Vegas has odds on that right now.
Yeah, there's
Are you
probably a bunch of
serious?
odds for the debate tonight.
Yeah, I think it's like somebody like passes out on the debate, like water, like if like there's weird shit, like if somebody's water on them, like
Throw $20 on it and come out with like 10,000.
Probably a
like,
lot.
there's bets on like if they
But there's
shake
no
hands
fans, though, is
before
there?
they come out, like you could like Vegas has odds on everything.
But there's
No,
no.
I don't think there's just media probably.
Yeah, just
There's
media.
not gonna be any.
No handshaking. A couple of rules are going to be: the candidates will not shake hands. They have 80 people in the audience. However, the audience was tested 2 weeks ago, and everybody's tested to make sure that they don't have the virus. It's gonna be a couple of things that they will and won't do. And then there won't be a spin room afterwards.
I wonder if Trump's gonna wear a mask.
Nope. They probably won't.
No, because they're gonna be on the stage, but they're gonna be separate, like 8 feet apart or something like that.
I mean, it should be very entertaining, no matter like
If nothing
you
else,
are.
yeah.
it should be.
Yeah, the highlight clips from that is gonna be insane.
Oh, Senator.
Okay.
Thank you.
It keeps coming up to the 920 range.
Oh, nice. Yep. Very clean trade. Very clean trade. I'm not sure what your stop is based off here, but it should be this current high, I guess. I think it's a little lower, but yep, this is clean traffic going down here. As we pretty much broke the support right here, and as we're breaking the support, we're coming down towards this support level right here. This is just gonna be clean traffic. Expect like a meltdown here coming down to that support on GA. Right. So yep, very clean. Good chart. Nice chart. This looks very clean. This is like your kind of lift-off stage. As you break below this range though, that's gonna be your waterfall stage below here. So after you break this, it's gonna rocket, it's gonna waterfall down. But yeah, very clean chart. This is I wish that was GA right now.
You heard me?
What up?
Everybody dog pile over to GA.
Yeah, it's a very clean pair, man. Ooh, I searched Sammy traded some. If you liked it.
I used to trade it during Asian session.
Yeah, 'cause, it's open.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, this is very clean to go down. Target's gonna be right here. Oh man, expect the waterfall.
Sam, how long you been trading?
A year? No, less.
Well, since the beginning of this year, so what, 8 months now, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since March, me.
Nice chart there. Nice chart, man. Very clean.
Gabby, were you in the other chat before, previously?
And with the COD, yeah, I do. I play COD. Alright. Okay, so the 15 close Doji.
Cheers, clean as hell.
Yeah, very clean, man.
Can't take it.
Oh, so you're concentrating here now? Nice. Oh, Sad. Who's the other trader? In the morning. London session. FX is Sad Seed. What's his name? The other guy during London, not Monty, but.
Syed.
Syed. Yeah.
He's funny. He's from Kosovo.
I think he has a Magic Keys affiliate link.
The first time I watched him,
I seen it on the screen. I think I'm pretty sure
he got about 40 noob questions, and he was about to pull his hair out.
What was it? Same questions here. It's every stream has the same questions. I swear. It's like I feel like people go on like every stream to get a different answer. Who provides the best answer here? You know.
15-minute broke the high.
Oh, 15 broke the high.
Yeah, there's so many wicks.
Yeah.
Your stop's gonna be so small, man. Literally a 5-pip stop. What time is it? 8:30. 8:30 close Doji here. 15's gonna break the highs.
I really just want a closure. Fuck.
I want a closure too. Ooh, 15 did break the highs here. And we closed at this like resistance here, and like what happened was the 15 broke the highs now.
Right at that 515 candle, that looks like the resistance right there.
515 candle, yeah. This right here, you say?
Yeah, the long candle and then the short one, right?
Oh, this one? Yeah. You have a little more over here. Higher range here.
Yeah, 30 minutes still bearish too.
Is this 30 minute close bullish? Yeah, I would have took that trade, but it closed kind of bearish. 30 minute close bearish here. We still come down here. I think as the 15 close bearish, like some amount of resistance here, let's see. Yeah, this is kind of rough, in a tough area here. Let me add GP ED to this. How did I add to this again? How did I do this again? I haven't updated my lit all right here. That's how I did it. I ready to become a full-time trader last year. Last year, yeah. I quit in pretty much October last year. Came up full-time last October. Now we're here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. That was the first question I got of the day regarding that. First time. Oh, pushing up. Whoo. One hour. 15 close in 10 minutes here. I have a high feeling that when the 15 closes in 10 minutes here, we're gonna probably retrace the entire move, man. 8:30, and I open. Second half of the hourly candle, last half of the forward candle. There's no way the forward candle closes bearish here. Do you use magic keys? I have. I use it sometimes. It's good for closing positions and moving stops, entries, and stuff like that. That's what it's good for. But I don't use the wrist thing. Like, you know, put the wrist in. Like that kind of messed me up. You could. I just like to see even numbers. You know, I hate when I see like 7.45 live, 7.41. You know, just do like 8.0 or 7.0, right? Kind of round it up. Because if you put like if you want to risk like 3%, and it gives you like whatever lot size it is to risk 3%. So.
Don, I'm in at 939.
Oh, you just got in?
Well, about 2 minutes ago.
How many trades you taking today?
That's the second one. And there it goes.
Yep, there it goes.
I got tight stops, so.
Yeah, your stop was below the current counter, right?
Yes.
Yep. Yep. I think once you break the 30-minute high, it should be good. Good to go. It's good to fly. Pretty boring stream we have today, I'm not gonna lie. I think the only trade we could have attempted was probably that first trade at around 7 a.m. The rest of the stream was just like kind of in the range, not bad entries, right?
And I'm out.
This one as well. Hero's pretty good, not bad of an entry, but it had no top wick, right? That would have been our break-even trade for the day probably if I were to take a trade. But yeah. Gold was pushing down though. Didn't mention gold sells though. Go drop it slightly. Yeah, go drop it slightly here. I think, yeah, you have like a little fake out here on the hourly time frame. Nice little fake out you have here on gold. So yeah, like I said, we should easily come down to the bottom of the range here. So looking at like 1877 levels for gold. GA, I found support. Why is my camera down here? That's weird. There we go. We close in 7 minutes here. Can we get a closure above, man? If we get a closure above, I will attempt buys here. I will attempt buys. If you just get a closure above here. Probably above, like, looking at, you know, anywhere like above 135, 928 should be good for us to go up here. We should be able to push up. We consider that minus support on GA. Where? Here? Here? Where? Support is here. Resistance, my resistance, yeah. I consider this a minor resistance because you do have some type of rejections looking left here. You have a lot of rejections looking left here. So, yeah, this is a minor resistance you have here. So, like, what you do notice that, like, all the bodies have closed where? Below there, right? So, once you get a body closure above, high chance we're going to continue up. We have never got a body closure above yet, right? So, if you get that, we're going to continue up to fill this range here. Very clean. Yeah, it closed that. Yeah, the last two closures definitely closed that resistance, 100%. We formed resistance. I knew off the rip as like this kind of closed bear share resistance, right? So it's kind of it kind of depends on how this count closes though. If you get close above, I believe we're gonna continue up further. It should be good to go. I'm trying to figure out why I have this 1 hour resistance here. It's up here. Right there. Rejection. Come up. Support. Yeah, I think here. That would be your resistance. Yep, that makes more sense. We can treat it like your major resistance up here, and you can kind of treat this as like your minor resistance right here. So this should make my chart more clear for you guys are wondering what I'm looking for. Right, it's clear now where I'm looking for buys above this level right here. Coming up to this resistance, this is gonna be clear traffic going up. So the 15-minute close above, then do you wait for the down wick of the next candle to form first? The bond wick, yeah. So you can treat that as like your retest, right? Because when a candle opened up, it depends on how the candle opens up though. Because if the candle opens up and then let's say we close above like this, we get closure above the range, like say you get like something like this. When a candle opens up and just the next candle just goes down, it means that is going to be the low being created for price to go up. So I'm probably going to wait for the candle to flip, right? Whereas if the candle goes up, I'm probably going to wait for some type of bond wick here. It depends. But usually I just jump in right when the candle opens up. When it closes above the resistance in this scenario. But yeah. So let me mark this up as buys above this resistance over here. There you go. You have a nice clean 20 pip range here.
I'm gonna hop off. I'm probably done until Asian.
You're gonna wait for this closure?
I don't know. It's just kind of rangy today. I don't,
Really? Yeah.
Send a signal if you're finna take a trade.
I mean, oh, you're gonna hop off completely, like off the charts?
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna go back to sleep for a bit.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, if you're trading Asian tonight, though, Zoom.
Yeah, I'll send a Zoom. I'll send a Zoom over. Yeah.
Alright.
Laters. One man out. The market's crap right now. Yeah, it's like your range. Pretty much in the range here. Pretty boring. Obviously, earlier we had a more tradable range, but now like it's not as tradable because we're starting to reject off of these levels a lot more, right? Because earlier at 6:30 we had like this movie go up, but now I'm starting to reject off here and here. Like it's more of a consolidation now. So like I'll say just wait for a breakout completely of this range, completely a breakout, a closure above or below. Ooh, gold came down to support. Nice. Gold has tapped support here. Then came back into range, right? Pretty much said how earlier, you know, as pretty much gold had created a huge range here. You had a huge range. As it closed above, it's kind of started to come back into range. Came down to fill it. Came down, tapped that support. That was a pretty huge move there. That's a nice 80 pip range. Gold. Where'd you learn price action in books? No, it wasn't the books, man. I never read any type of Forex book before when I started. Where'd you learn? From a lot of mentors. A lot of videos. A lot of mentors. A lot.
We didn't hear that one for a few days.
Looks like you're in here today, man. 15 closed bearish at resistance. Where can I learn from? You can learn right here for the streams for free. Time to pull the Google Translator voice. Hey, man. Let me know if you want to know who I learned from. I'll let you know. But nah, for real, where can I learn from? Yeah, the streams are free every morning. We do teach everything. If you consistently show up every day to your streams, and not just come here for the pips you catch, the trades that we take, you know, come here for the information and value given. That's how you're gonna learn. But you gotta be consistent. You gotta come every day. You know, you can't just come once and be like, oh, okay, that's one stream. I learned enough today. Call it a day for like, call it a life. Nah, you gotta come consistently for you to learn. If you want to learn more, oh, I didn't pop this up today. Controller FX, Instagram. You can learn from the Instagram page. If you can't catch the trades or whatever, you can look here. Our YouTube video has some videos, or our course, you know, controllerfx.com. Alright, like so many places you can learn at. So, yeah. A lot of shit going on. Make sure you guys follow the Instagram page if you guys haven't yet. Looks like wicks don't lie. Look, your chart looks like Raja, his chart. Well, you may see him as that, but what I see is that this looks like a resistance here, this looks like a support here, and this looks like a next resistance above here. This looks like a clear move up if you were to break above, right? You can learn from YouTube daily, man. But like, you just gotta be consistent, man. You can't you just gotta be consistent. And you gotta actually like put, you know, the effort in to actually learn, you know, regardless of whatever helps you learn, you know, take notes or whatever the case may be. But like, it just depends. Like, you know, me as a trader, when I first started, I took a lot of notes. Took a lot of useless notes too. Took a lot of notes that helped me. So kind of figure out what works for you. Because obviously, what I do is not gonna work for you 100%. You can kind of add it to your whatever strategy you have going on. You know. We are a family of farmers. Yeah, exactly, man. It's all us going against the market. That's all that is. You trade things like US30? Yeah, I look at US30. I used to trade US30, but I took a break from it, man. I took a break from US30. Only trading GJ right now. Okay, cool. When I looks like it's gonna close our resistance here, man. The last 15-minute candle of this of this hourly of this range. 4 hours unclosed bearish here.
That didn't sound
This is
bad.
a pretty nasty range you have. There's like a nice 17 pip range here. Pretty nasty range you have formed there. You need minimum at least 1K or 5K trade yesterday. It depends on your lot size, man. 0.01 lot, probably $1,000 account plus 1,000 plus account for a 0.01 lot on US30. But those questions, man, before you trade US30, you should Google those questions, man. You should figure out those questions before you look into the pair. Like, I know a lot of traders trading US30 right now with like a $5 account, and they're using a 0.0 like 3 whatever, 0.02, and off the rip that's over leveraging, right? You don't have enough margin to be able to trade it. You have enough, but like, you know, it's still like over leveraging at the end of the day. You're still risking like a huge percentage of your account having like a smaller account size trading US30. And a lot of traders love trading US30 because not even for the pair, but they trade it for the way it moves. Like they're like, oh, it moves so fast, they think they can make quick money, and that's how they like trading US30.
Blow the account.
Yeah, man.
What's the minimum you think to trade US30?
Minimum? Probably, yeah, a $1,000 account, I'll say. With a 0.01 lot minimum. Like that's the minimum standard. Like minimum, you know. Bare minimum. $150 bro for US30. Yeah, $150 bro for US30, and you will blow your account within seconds.
Say what?
Unless you get really lucky. $150 account. If you were to take 10 trades on US30 using a $150 account, guarantee you it'll be gone. You just gotta have no type of drawdown at all, and you just gotta expect the whole price to go up.
Yeah, you gotta catch like a momentum trade.
You need to like like, I know you could do it, but it's just like, yeah, it's gonna be one of those momentum trades, man. Like you can't really. It's not. It's not. I wouldn't consider it. Yeah, hours unclosed bearish here. Listen, hours unclosed bearish. We're kind of continuing down here as a 4 hours unclosed bearish as well, right? This is like kind of like your fake out coming down here. So let's see what happens here. Wasn't as volatile as yesterday though, obviously. A bit slower today. But yeah, $1,000 account for US30 for sure. Do you news trade? No, man. Are you new here? I think you're new here. You're asking the same question. Yeah, no, I don't news trade, bro. I cash the little bits and pieces after the news. Once I have this whole subscription thing going on, it's gonna show who's new and who's not. It's gonna show as the years go by. Looks like Head and Shoulders.
Welcome back, Xander.
You're trading a range? Well, some ranges are tradable. Like for example, like this range over here, going up, what we're looking at earlier, that was pretty clean as well. Those buys. Cause like price, like, but now like now this range has turned to like a more of a consolidation as we're starting to reject off of these two areas quite often. But sometimes you can you could kind of like anticipate ranges to break out as momentum kicks in, right? Like so, for example, like I'm expecting us to break out this range here as we close bearish at resistance here, and the 4 hour to 1 hour is starting to like close bearish. You know, it's the 4 hour candle. It's the most important 4 hour candle of the day. If the 4 hour candle closes like within like 135, 712, 7110 levels, we should be able to push down to like 135, 361 for the day. So, yeah, it depends. Like this range, was tradable earlier, but as right now, it's not tradable anymore. Hey, Paul with another $5 donation. Great stream again. Much love, Control FX. Hey, bro, appreciate it, man. Control fam. Yeah, man, pretty boring stream today though. Pretty boring stream. As we didn't get it was pretty rangy.
Don't put Paul on your taxes as a dependent.
For real.
Or a stream of income.
So this year I made on 10K from Paul in donations. Nah, man. Yeah, 150 for you, so your account will die unless you know what you're doing with what's the last side make it easy. Yeah, man, like your account will die. And if you do, even if you do win a trade on a US30 account using a $150 account, man, those are bad profits, man, because that's over leveraging profits. You gotta know the difference between the two, right? If you don't know the difference between the two, between good profits and bad profits, then I don't know, man. You gotta kind of figure that out. It might take some time, but once you figure that out, you're on your way to success, man. You're on your way to success. But if you don't know the difference, man, you're probably still stuck. Like, you're still probably a new trader. You're kind of still stuck in that little, you know, emotional range of traders.
Came back in range again.
I think I'm still stuck in the range. I don't think I ever broke out of the range, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like up to 8, 9, 9, 0, come back down to 7, 5, go right back up.
Oh man, gold literally tapped the target to the T. Whoever calls tops and bottoms, you would have gone this trade 100%, right? Who else? I know someone for sure gone right here as. Yo, whose mic is that?
I'm sorry, that's me. I apologize. I turned up the volume.
Oh, you can't. You put earphones in, man. You got earphones?
No, I don't have earphones.
Oh man, you can get a quick little earphones, you know.
You said gold did what? It spiked down?
Oh no. Gold came down to the target and then it pretty much came up from there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Q Baron is good. Not good. I don't know, man. He sold like 5K in courses, man. 5 million in courses. Sorry, 5 mil.
Are you serious?
2,000 students plus times 750, man. Oh, not 5 million. Sorry, like 1.5. I think he has more now though. Like probably 5,000 members or some shit. Like, okay, I say like 3,000. Like, man, that's.
Oh, you said he sold how many courses?
3,000. Like he has like, I don't know how many students. I think last time I checked, he has like 2,500 or something. I'm not sure how many students he has now, but probably a lot more.
There's your Lambo right there.
There's your Lambo, man. So I don't know. I mean, I took this course once. Helped me in some way. Introduced me to price action in some way. But I wouldn't consider. Like, I wouldn't say like it changed like, my entire training style. Like it was, you know, it wasn't as consistent. Fibs, this, that, harmonic scanning, like that stuff is just useless to me. Trend lines, like useless to me. You know, I don't really use it anymore. So
I got a bootleg copy of his course, and the presentation just messed me up.
Oh yeah. When he said his account got hacked and he asked members for money so he could fund his account again. Yeah, that was
what.
And then apparently what happened after was he posted a picture of him in a He bought a car. He bought a BMW or something after.
Get out.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Nah.
I don't know, when was that? That was like, what, 2016 or something? That was a long time ago, right?
Are
2016,
you,
2017.
hold on. He said his account got hacked.
And he made a GoFundMe page for his account.
Nah, no thank you.
How much did that GoFundMe page raise? It was like 10K or something?
Nah.
100K?
I don't care.
I don't know.
I wouldn't, no. I looked at the video where he made like $100-something thousand on one trade.
Oh yeah, US
He
30.
was like in super drawdown for a couple of hours or something like that.
You need, yeah, 50 margin. Yeah, exactly, right? You're gonna need like $1,000 plus account to trade US 30, man. Somebody in the comments is trying to say that you needed 150 that you can trade with 150 that account. I'm trying to tell them that it's probably not possible without over leveraging at all. Alright, so the 1 hour candle has closed there. The 1 hour has closed bearish. Of course, it's still in a range, right? It's still in this little range here. If you take a look at this, you guys consider this a range, right? So, therefore, there are no trades taken here. What I could say though is that we have room to go down to the support. We have that room to go down, but initially you're waiting for a breakout in this sense, right? So forward close bearish as well. Think of like the forward candle. If you have to look at this, I kind of wanted the forward candle here to close like kind of like below the support, right? That would have been clean for us to go down, but because this is kind of like a fake out. Take a look at this. You had a lower range here. You have a resistance formed, you know, yesterday. Support formed yesterday. We kind of broke out the range today to the upside, or it broke out, and as price is starting to come back in the range here, starting to come back in the range and fill it, right? So majority of times when fake outs happen, because what a fake out is like when you pretty much break out the range and price comes back in the range. That's what it is. So if this support starts to break here on a smaller time frame, like the 1 hour and 30 minute, so to break the support, high chance we're gonna continue down to kind of fill the rest of the range here. So I think sells as we come back in the range would be lovely for GJ, because the 85% chance to fill the range and a 75% chance to continue further down. Which at this point I wouldn't even say 85%. I'll say that every time I do say that line, it usually plays out a lot more. But yeah, it has a very high chance of coming back in the range if you do break that support, come down to the support. So if I'm looking for a position today, it would probably be if you were to break that support right there on the 4 hour time frame. Yeah, we have news in an hour too, so it's most likely we're gonna have a late move today. Most likely, because we didn't have a move all morning, right? So.
Heading down.
Yep. Who got in a position there? Oh.
Don't trust it.
Who had to GoFundMe? Q Banks. Q Banks had a GoFundMe page. Wall Street Academy. All right. You know, Blue Capital Academy. I heard of a lot of traders, man. What's up? What's your question, man? How do I feel about them? Tell me this: if they have a Lambo on their page, if they have a picture of the beach on their page, you know, I don't want to hear it.
Blue Capital what?
Blue Capital Academy or something. I don't know. As long as they provide value for you, though, that's all that matters, right? for you, not for others, but for you, right? If Blue Capital Academy provides value for you, that's all that matters. You have gotten value out of that company. If Ken provides value for you, then he provided value for you, right? Everyone's different, you know. But yeah, at the end of the day, like as long as someone provides value for you, and whatever mentor or whatever provides value for you, that's all that matters. Can't really complain, right? Okay. You know, by the way, talking about Q-Banks blocked me on Instagram, by the way. Don't know why. I never DM'd him. I don't know why, man.
He blocked you?
Yeah, long time ago.
What you do, bruh?
None. I have no clue. So one day.
I know what it was.
What?
Remember you said that you got an opportunity to look at his course through
Nah,
somebody
man.
else?
Like everyone probably is like. Nah, man. Look, it's adult. Like I doubt that got around. Like, oh, this guy of like all these kids got like his course. You can always complain, just nobody's gonna listen. Yep. I asked him for half his GoFundMe page. Nah, man, this guy blocked me on Instagram. I have no idea why, man. On my main page. I never DM'd him. I never liked his photo. I never commented on his photo. I don't know, man.
He might have saw you on stream, just didn't.
Nah, man, a long time ago, like December.
Damn.
Yeah. Ooh, what a nice trade here. Looks like the FOREX gonna get a wick fill here. We can continue to push down here to see if this support breaks here and we close below. We're high chance we're gonna come down to this support down here. So, yep. Someone got a buzz. Yeah, he got a lot of break even earlier. I'm pretty sure. Boom stops break even.
When I first started, I watched a couple of videos by IML presenters. Jay Take Profit and
yeah,
the British guy. Yo fam, look. And I was hitting them up for information, but as soon as I saw join my team, I was like, thank you, but no thank you.
I think I've got to a stage where I kind of don't really like really care for our trades anymore. Like, you know, like what I mean by that is like I'm not toxic anymore as I used to be when I first started. Like or where I was like, oh yeah, this guy is the best trader ever. This guy's like, and now I'm just like, everyone's just different. I understood that everyone's just different, and as long as someone has provided value for you, that's all that matters. Like it doesn't really matter. Because it's us against the markets anyways. Like there's no competition at all. So I've gotten to a stage where I don't really care about trades anymore.
Yeah, there's a lot of personality idolization going on in Forex, retail Forex. You know, whose team are you on, or who are you learning from? Who's the guru that you're learning from? You know, I don't know.
IMO got another lawsuit, really?
Say what? Oh yeah, they had to change their name at one point, didn't they, because of a lawsuit?
Oh, that's how much they take profits. I don't know, man. Yeah, like I don't
Yeah,
know.
they did. That's why they I am Academy now.
Yeah.
No, like again though. Like I knew that happened, but again.
Mhm.
Like after I am Academy, they got another lawsuit.
iMarkets Live, blah blah blah.
Mhm.
Original hallmark eventer. So pretty much what that scanner does for you is it just gives you trades like for free, like in there, like it just scans trades out for you, and like it just automatically enters for you, or what? It tells you when to buy and sell. Man, like what makes you think in the most logical world where you think that a machine will just tell you how to buy and sell, and you'll make $1 million off of that one, you know, scanner or whatever it is. Think about it, indicator, you know? Think about it. Like, what makes you think that, okay, I'm gonna sell $250 to pay his IML fee, and what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna follow the scanner and it's gonna make me $1 million. If it was that easy, man, everyone do it, right?
Kevin Thomas, I'm aware that he left IML.
A Batman indicator. You know where I got a Batman indicator from Cuban's course one time. He taught, I think, Harmonic scanner, and he mentioned like the Batman pattern or the bat pattern. I'm like, oh, what's going on here?
I've heard the like Jeremy Cash, who stopped trading on YouTube. He has an alligator, NBA, all these different strategies.
Hey, you know what you have here though? You have like a little mountain here. This is for me called Snow Valley Mountain. So you have a cliff. You have this right here. You have,
DJ dropping.
This right here, guys. This is called the Snow Valley Mountain. So if you kind of like paint it, here I'll show you guys. Right, you have this on your screen, and what you're gonna have after is you're gonna have like a little, you know, this is me. This is me skiing down. Me skiing down this hill, coming down to this level right here, to tap my target. But I believe this is called the Snow Valley confirmation here on GJ.
Just get rid of the waterfall and get an avalanche. A bunch of snowfall.
Don't ever go. Nah, the only thing you need, man, is control FX live streams every morning, man. That's all you need. Okay.
Don, but you're gonna get in on the second 15 if it closes below?
Maybe. Maybe. I was actually earlier. I was looking at entries from here, from this, right here to come down this. More of an anticipation move as we're gonna come down. Coming down the Phil's forward wick and come down to the range here. But yeah, target is gonna be probably 135, 261. Target if we stay below.
4 hour about to break too.
Yep. Yep. Wires is clean, man. This is a fake out. Very clean. I think this is my original analysis for the day. I was expecting us to continue down here to create that bottom wick on the daily time frame, because the day has no bottom wick, and the day, if you look at the daily time frame, guys, the daily candle has no sort of like, it didn't break the highs of yesterday's high. So this can easily be a high being created for this candle to flip bearish. Like I said, right? This has no bottom wick. When it opened up, it just went straight up. So if this candle were to flip bearish, I believe we're gonna continue back down here. Yeah. So it makes sense now on a small time frame, right? You see how that makes sense? See how that lines perfectly with the yard time frame? Who entered a position? You know, there's a way you can mute that when you enter positions, and I think you can mute it. I'm pretty sure you go settings to mute.
Second time.
I heard that way too many times today. It does not sound good.
So you can hear when somebody gets in a position?
Yes.
That's crazy.
I hear the MT5, MT4 going off.
What happened? About MT5?
I don't know. I don't know who entered it. I heard. I know right away what that sound is.
Yeah.
50 has no bottom wick here. No range to go down. Yeah, stocks have been huge anyways. So maybe like if maybe this can happen here. We come down to support. We find resistance here to come further down. I think that's probably the next thing you can look for. But if you were to look for entries, because you can't, the 15-minute candle you can enter in it, but like you have like an 18 pip stop, you know. But the target does make sense to come down to here. Now it's just a matter of how you're gonna enter. How long have you been doing this forex thing? For about 2 years, man. I've been trading for 2 years. But man, this daily makes perfect sense, man. It makes perfect sense. Another thing as well, if you look at the day time frame, we tap this resistance here, right? As we tap the resistance here, we never broke the highs. This is very key. Never broke yesterday's highs. This can be a high, so you kind of expect this to be a high for a low to be created, right? So something like this probably. And the wick will be bearish after because we never broke the highs. Put it like this probably. Maybe like this, right? So this is what I was looking at throughout the whole entire day. And like earlier in the streams, like if you guys came at 6 a.m., I mentioned how like it was a 1 hour fake up we had here on GJ. You had a resistance here. Yeah, support here. Price broke out of range and now it's coming back in a range. Came up, retested, made resistance here. As you found resistance here, starting to drive down to the support down here now. So yeah, very high chance. 80% chance we're gonna come down to here, honestly, man. Very high probability. But now it's like, oh, how you gonna enter? You know, that's key. So I'm guessing like maybe if you find support here, we go up to find resistance here. We create a new range right here, so you now consider this a new range, and you wait for this support to break to come down further. I think that'll be your next entries on GJ if you're looking for entries, because this is now your new range. Support here formed right perfectly, 15 no bottom wick, resistance up here, and that's the logical resistance. So if this, we're probably gonna start bouncing off these levels, and if you break to the downside here, we're gonna get entries in. So maybe something like this can happen. You can anticipate this to happen. Boom. Come up, make a resistance here, and it's have to close bearish at resistance here, indicating that we found resistance to come back down here, right? And then enter here as we break back below the range to come down to here. And this is what I'm looking for, trading GJ right now. But again, you know, 15 had no bottom wick. This can't have no range to go down. This can't start to reject back up. Perfect sense again. I feel like we're very patient today. Very, very patient today. In a good way. When I support at 135, 450 instead of 361. 450, 450, 450, 450. Oh, because this support is the 4-hour support right here. I mean, 361, same thing, man. That's like 2 pips away, man. That's like 2 pips away. There's no difference at all. Wait, 450. 450. I thought I meant 350. 450. 450 is up here. Let's see. 450. How's that look? Yep, that's if I were to take sells below here, that'll be my TP right there at 450. But the overall range will be like 361. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? What's organic trading? Organic trading is when you have no indicators on your screen and all you have is a line in a box on your charts. So like what we have here, you know, just a line in a box. Organic. No GMO needed.
No shiny spray on the vegetables.
No shiny sprays on the vegetables. No polish needed. It's time to go for my giant impulse trades on a Friday. Friday? Today seems like a Friday, man. The way it's been ranging, it honestly feels like a Friday. I was looking at 6 a.m. I didn't see you live. I was on at 6:30 a.m. Eastern. 6:30. I got on at 6:30, and I hop off around 9:30ish. Yo, you guys think I should extend my hours till like maybe 12 or 11? I'm probably gonna. My brain's probably gonna not function after 9:30, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, man. If you're talking for a constant 3 hours straight and you're just trading, especially, it's gonna come with a lot of emotions after a long time of pure talking, and your brain's start to worn off, and you know, it's just so you're gonna start to make stupid decisions. So I feel like 3 hours is like all you need in a day of trading.
I know yesterday I traded London session. I was up at 2:30. Right after stream was over, I crashed. I couldn't do it.
I think the longest I've been streaming for was like 4 hours. No, I streamed till 11 one time. That was a one-time thing only. It was from 6 to 11. That was like 5 hours, but never again, man. It was, but like the majority, like the first half, like the first 3 halves, we were just like, yeah, Robert, you remember that, right? That day?
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
Like the
But
first,
you're not a morning person.
the first 3 halves, like we were just like, you know, trading whatever. But then like as the ending, it was just more of just psychology talk. So that's why it was a little longer. But we weren't looking for any trades after like a 10 or some 9.
Yeah, a ton of evaluation.
Yeah. I'm not a morning person. Nah, man. You can't read. Like, the brain can only make 3 good decisions per day. And
Yeah,
within
that's why I don't be on trading that much. Like I'll do like at least Central Time. I'll do like 2 to 4 in the morning.
yeah.
Sometimes I'll stay up for the stream, but I'll be like, nah.
I go to bed about midnight, 12:30. Wake up 2, 3, 4 in the morning. Go through
3 hours of sleep.
10, 11 o'clock in the morning. Take a nap, and then get back up about 12, and I'm done with the day.
It ain't good to be on the chart super duper long anyway.
Like, cause I feel like, why do you think classes are only 3 hours long? Like university classes, you know, that's a max. Cause you need some type of break after. Some type of, you know, brain's probably gonna like fall a year. Yo, a fatal buy can be valid. A fatal buy if you come back in a range, yeah. So I was looking for sells if this resistance right here were to kind of respect, right? This resistance. So as I said, bearish candles starting to close at that resistance, but as we're starting to break it, I think if we close back in the range here, we're probably gonna continue back up to fill the range here. So like,
real rangy.
Yeah, real rangy you have here, GJ.
I didn't know you left out.
What's going on there? I'm gonna be there. Yeah, man. See you there. But let's see here. What do you have here? Any charts before I head off here, guys? I appreciate Paul for the donations today on the streams. All love, man. Appreciate all love and support. Alright. Okay, 30 minutes gonna close there in 6 minutes. 30 minute has to close below support here. It must close below support for us to be coming down here. 1 hour. Like I said, guys, take a look at this. The 1 hour never closed below the range yet. Look at the 1 hour time frame. like, although it did come down to make this huge wick, it can still close within the range here. See that range? It can still close in that range there. So you have like 30 minutes left, but yeah, it's very key how the hourly closes as well. But it is getting late. It is around 10 at this time. I don't usually enter any trades. If I do enter trades, you'll see it in the signal channel, the free one. If you guys haven't joined it, it's on that Telegram page. I usually give breakdowns there and stuff like that. But I'm gonna hop off here, guys. I appreciate all the love and support. If you guys enjoyed the stream today, leave a like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow the Control FX Instagram page here. All right. But aside from that, guys, peace and love, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow morning.
All right, Don. Peace.
Peace. What song did I play this morning?
Peace.
I know what I played. All right, peace, man.
Peace, man. Yeah.
Peace.